was very sleepy yesterday. After I recorded my voiceover for the YouTube channel that I record for.
Yeah.
How much are they paying you?
$10 per script, and they have me doing scripts daily.
Sweet.
Oof.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, yo. Like first ever paid gig, and it's consistent.
Each script is like, how long does it take you to record?
It's a 10-minute script, which
So like 3 hours of editing.
Yeah. No, not that bad. It's not that bad. It's like an hour, like 20 minutes, like in between 18 and 25 minutes to record the thing, depending on the script.
It's like $20 an hour.
3 hours.
And then editing is like another 30, 35 minutes.
So yeah,
3 hours.
Like $10 an hour.
Basically $10 an hour.
Not bad. It was like super part time.
It's a free. It's a first ever paid gigs for a voice thing. So I'm like, I'm not gonna say no to that. You know, like it's not.
How about
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about like what's funny is I actually applied to be their video editor when I was looking for a job like that, so I could quit Price Chopper and be like, I'm just gonna edit videos forever.
And
you're
like, nah.
But the voice in that video that you did, you want to do that? Okay.
Order.
Wasn't as much money as it would have been for the video editing.
Slave.
I guess my tongue and tonsils belong to you.
And soul.
Well, next time I get laryngitis, I'm no longer fiscally viable.
I actually had a cold over the past week.
And now you don't have a job.
Why did it come in extra bassy?
Where?
You got them love scripts for me to read? Because I got the perfect voice right now.
Ha! You got a Taurus.
What's funny is they actually did have me do a couple of videos related to like
Ash Ketchum.
relationships and love marriage stuff.
He has a farm.
Taurus' name is
Oh, hell yeah, baby.
Oh, you started?
Yeah, I just let the thing roll while
I'm sorry.
these.
Rolling. That line. And then, oh, you started.
Oh, have you started? I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, shit. Let me put my pants back on.
Oh yeah, come on, baby.
It's about to get heavy.
The way you said that reminded me of a Markiplier video where he was playing this game and the monster, the scary monster, was actually like a dancing ghost that wasn't scary at all. It was just like a lady, and so he was like, "Hello, huh?"
Curse of the Necro Dancer?
No, I don't believe it was that one, unfortunately.
I need to play more of that game.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I need to buy that game.
Gosh, you know what? You know what happened when Jeffrey got back?
What happened when Jeffrey got back?
That metal came out. You know what else happened? Epic Rap Battles came back.
Yeah.
Everything went on hiatus when he left.
Sure.
He is our Messiah.
Oh god.
Behold the power of the Lekpi.
No.
What?
Oh shit! I got 2 more.
No what?
Things.
Just no.
2 more.
Damn. Oh well, this one's playing.
What? Scrub?
Hey.
What?
Do we really need all of them?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you tell which direction we're running?
Probably not, but I just need to do them. And we got great video content.
Do we have?
Do we?
Content. Our voices are occasionally spot on.
I don't think so.
No, I disagree.
Well, I believe in us.
I think I'm gonna go buy the clear Joy-Cons.
I believe
I
that
never
we
believe
will
myself.
win.
I believe in you, but I don't believe in myself.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
There are clear Joy-Cons online.
Yeah.
For like
What?
$5.
Mad Cat?
What?
Mad Cat?
No, Mad Cat's gone.
Oh, they are?
Oh yeah, they're banned. That white last year.
Oh yeah.
Really?
These game cartridges are bad.
Did you eat one?
I love this one.
Why?
So in actuality, some of this probably just took over their place.
Why?
And I was like, this is very bad!
I love the mentality of the internet. Nintendo tells you, hey, we flavored these to taste bad so your pets won't eat them. So the whole internet's like, okay, I'm putting it in my mouth now.
It works.
This is the same people. That's the same
People
group of
that
people
saw-
that put the Tide Pods in their mouth.
Yeah, saw
too.
do not eat on the Tide Pods. Like, but what if did eat?
What would
Do
happen
not put
if...
in mouth. Make me.
But it look like candy. I put in mouth now and die tomorrow.
This is why my parents raised me right when it came to drugs. They're like, oh, you smoke now? That's good to know. What? I heard from my teacher the response would be, that you're a very bad boy. But mom and dad are just like, oh, that's good to know.
Bye.
You
Bye.
drink now?
Have fun with
Okay.
lung cancer.
They're like, we're not gonna be alive to pay for those medical bills.
We're used to it by now.
Ugh. What are you doing? Oh, you just pet your Eevee again.
What are you doing? Oh.
Change Evie's hair.
I do what I want.
Make her beautiful.
I do what I want.
I'm gonna show you something beautiful.
No.
You know what's funny?
What's bigger than this?
These thieves are calling each other tea leaves.
Good.
I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense to me either. But they're just calling each other tea leaves.
Maybe it's a gang.
We're the tunnel snakes. Tunnel snakes
Oh. It's funny, because I fought a tunnel snake.
The one thing that will not be contaminated by 76 is the tunnel snakes. Yeah.
Yum. I would fuck a funnel cake, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Is that powdered sugar? Nope.
damn it!
The little lick. Oh, my God, I don't want to
Oh,
go
what's
there.
this sauce?
Huh?
It's like I had one of those experiences earlier.
Oh, it's a little salty. I've never tried this sauce before, man.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It creates a really weird texture with the sugar on top.
Can I have a cinnamon, please? Yeah, with the hot cum. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Hot dog cannon.
God, farts.
Farts. Farts.
Full. Oh, we have been on the screen for a while.
Yeah.
What a cold open.
You know, if that's your reaction to that shit, while I was recording a voiceover yesterday, I burped in the middle of it, and I was like, I first of all, I played it back like 10 times and just laughed because it was funny, but not even 10 times, 10 minutes. But
10 hours.
then I went
Goodbye.
in and like I spliced that out and I like put it into a different effects rack and then just added like okay, what would it sound like if God burped?
Make that a drop. Make a belch. Like synthesize a belch into something listenable and
Honestly,
make that a drop in one of your songs.
For dubstep,
Like,
that
it'd
would
be
work.
really good.
That would really, honestly,
Belch?
I've done it.
Belch?
I've isolated.
Get a Jeffrey Belch.
I've taken some of the.
That's a drop.
Thank you. I've created a new.
Those are the trumpets.
The trumpet, the trumpet, the trumpet.
These trumpets sound a little weird.
How many weeks have we had
It's
that?
a scarf dog.
Or how long has that been here?
You don't know.
Since you were born.
Still damn good though.
That's a while.
Since
If
you were
it was
born.
really
He's
that old.
basically 4.
It's been a while.
They taste no different, honestly.
They're
If it tasted just as good when they're 40, they need to contact someone.
Oh yeah.
It's not soda.
It's called preservative.
That could be only one thing. Brilliant.
I actually did save a folder of, like, starting last night, I created a folder specifically called burps, and I put just any audio of me burping in there, and I'm thinking one day these are all going to come in handy for the sickest dubstep track of all time.
One day, Mouse.
One day I will find you and I will eat you.
Alright, guys, it's time to make some crazy money.
Here we go. A Class D license. I can't believe it. Was that your best? I don't think so.
Where can we find Crazy Taxi Driver to play on stream?
Oh, Crazy Taxi's on the Xbox 360 and it's backwards compatible. We can stream Crazy Taxi if we want to, my brother. We can do that anytime.
That was an Xbox 360 game?
Well, it came out on the Xbox 360. It was a Dreamcast game, I think.
Fair enough.
And an arcade game.
Pretty much it launched on everything after Dreamcast.
Sarah!
Poor setup.
I still have yet to play that game, actually.
Crazy
I don't think I have either. Wait, I have.
Almost
I
as
just-
Crazy Taxi with All I Want by The Offspring.
Oh god. Actually, yes. Yes. That's one of the songs. I think. There.
What song is that?
I
I don't
haven't
remember
heard of The
either.
Offspring.
I've heard of
The
it.
Offspring sounds familiar.
I know of them.
I'm sure I've heard at least one of their songs,
Yeah.
because I know that name.
Alrighty.
Oh, I know Offspring. so
Alright,
I can't
guys,
think of
it's
the song.
time to make some crazy money.
Are you ready?
I would thought we would make
Yo, ready for
crazy
this?
dice rolls. Alright, guys, let's make some crazy dice rolls.
Sorry, Drew wasn't gonna answer that call.
You're not wanting to break it down now?
No.
Actually, yes.
Oh god.
Amanda show.
That's the same rhythm. Holy shit.
Amanda,
You know, it was the 90s.
Amanda show.
90s Eurodance needs to make a comeback.
Hasn't it?
Hey.
No, it's different.
Hey, Adam.
It's different.
Hey.
Bless you.
Granted, trance did start in the 90s, and that shit's still around. And it's fucking baller.
Take some Molly.
Ready to fucking
No.
go.
I don't need.
I
You
don't
have
need
drugs
no
to enjoy dance
drugs.
music. Fuck you.
I don't need no drugs. I get high on myself.
You don't need drugs to enjoy dance music. You need drugs to enhance dance music.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, that's why anyone who takes Molly now enjoys dance music.
That's
It
why.
shook me.
That's why everybody either already enjoyed dance music or
doesn't-
takes Molly and now enjoys dance music.
I wonder if that's a.
See, everybody likes dance music. They just haven't tried Molly yet.
Everybody likes dance music if they in the right mindset. Molly put you in the right mindset.
I guess that's fair. I mean, think about Ultra Music Festival and how many people are hopped up on some crazy shit.
Hey man, where can I find the fish?
The fish.
It's a lot of fish.
Thank you.
If you ask for the fish, they just give you a little package of Swedish fish laced with Molly. Eat those little gummy fish, and then you gonna have a good time. You gonna feel like you in the water.
No.
I would probably be the idiot dumb enough to be like think someone was actually just handing me Swedish fish, like just as a random act of kindness, and then These are delicious.
Oh, honey, Swedish fish.
Oh, these are really delicious.
Oh, honey, Swedish fish is not an act of kindness.
It's a white elephant.
They was trying to get rid of something.
I could totally imagine myself being in that situation.
So, last time on D&D.
The man does show.
That was a few times ago now.
I
Still
know,
the
but
last time.
every time we've done it since, so...
So we
Hi, Adam.
woke up.
Hi, Lone Wolf. Hi.
We woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. And then his gut dropped like a boat in the ocean.
Then it hits me like a kick in the nuts. I got a condition. I get confused sometimes.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Oh god.
But I'll take my medicine. I'm gonna turn into what they thought I'd always turn into.
A maniac. A psycho killer.
So we looked at the bounty board and someone wanted to go on an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure!
And it turned out to be like an elderly dwarf named Devlin. What was his last name? Appledown, that's right. Devlin Appledown and his also old wife.
Also old. Oh, good. There's not a weird sugar daddy situation going on here.
A trophy dwarf.
Yeah, she doesn't have a trophy dwarf.
And so you guys traveled
Far and wide.
Traveled a good few miles out of town to the north, and eventually
Far to the north.
came across a tunnel entrance.
God.
There was like 30
I'm
references.
going to put snakes in here.
You drown in snakes.
There was like 30.
Snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes?
There was
We
like
thought
30.
we needed to tone down the snakes. There's still a lot of snakes.
Alright, so I have maps. So you guys were in here. And you
Should
came
we
into
put our
this-
boys there?
Yeah. Place yourselves.
Okay.
Where
Place
are
your
we?
belts.
Where are we coming in?
This way.
It's a tiny ass cave.
Also, where am I? There I am.
You're the tiny boy.
That's me.
A little boy.
Who's this boy?
That's me.
That's you? Where do you want to be?
Be right next to you, my friend.
You're so cute.
Next to me.
Where do you want to be?
Woo-hoo.
I'll take point
Where
because
do you
I can
wanna
see in the
be?
dark.
What?
Where do you want to be?
But you gotta be next to all of us.
I don't know. A boulder might fall on me.
Yeah, don't be
Fine.
there. Don't be wherever a boulder will fall on you.
Everywhere.
There.
It's a cave, so stone is above you.
Always.
Keep that in mind.
You
My,
want to take points now? This is Simon, right?
I want to be near.
Yes.
I'll take point.
Yeah, I'm too deep. Too
I
deep,
wanna
boys.
wake
No
up
fun.
when
And then
you
our
are.
elder dwarves come
Actually,
up
yeah,
behind.
that's where you should be, Sarah, because you're the healer. So that's a good
Why are
spot
your
for
flashlight
you.
on? Oh.
I haven't
That's
found a Goldine
bad.
yet.
So.
I haven't found a Goldine yet.
Goldie,
Well,
Goldie, Goldie, Goldie.
It's in the water.
No shit.
Oh shit.
It's a fish?
Do they
And
have
it's in the
puddles?
water?
I mean, you might
Do
find
the
it in a
Goldines
sushi shop.
be in the puddles?
Goldine, Goldine.
Well, it's in the water.
Do they have sushi in Pokemon?
Don't think
No.
about it.
Don't think about it.
No.
In some of the Pokemon Stadium
See
minigames,
this?
yes, they do.
Goodbye.
Hi, Sarah.
There's
and a
a
boulder falls on Sarah.
There's a Pokemon Stadium minigame where you can play as Lickitung and you eat up a bunch of sushi.
Yep.
Let's not think about that.
It's all Magikarps.
It's all Magikarps. I mean, Magikarps are pretty disposable anyway.
And there's enough meat on them.
Actually, there is a fish Pokemon who said their meat was delicious.
Oh god.
Well, also, Drowsy steals them as the children.
Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking about Slowpoke's tail.
Oh no.
Slowpoke's tail is apparently a delicacy.
Well, yeah.
Slow-
In order to evolve, another Pokemon comes along
and bites
munches,
his ass.
munches it, and then they become one. So
I like that ass so much, we became one.
Ass tastes so good, we don't feel
Make a grown man cry.
So I can taste it forever.
I'ma become that taste.
Get that tail.
I'ma become that booty.
I'ma be the booty. I gotta wash the booty. I gotta date the booty. I gotta be the booty.
So.
Rest in peace, Steven Hillenberg.
Yeah.
And now it's sad. And we're back.
Now his watch has ended.
And now
Up to the
his
great
watch.
beyond.
It's a giraffe.
No, it's not. Anyway.
Oof.
So, you guys enter into this cavern here. And there is...
Where's the beer? Oh wait, that's a tavern. Never mind.
that comes later. There are like a few bedrolls you see like.
You're actually going in tempo with what I'm listening to.
He's bouncing in time.
Literally on the beat.
I've never heard of that producer.
Juju on that beat.
So there are these like very small bedrolls all around. There's a large like doused like fire pit, campfire in the center of the room. It's just kind of a mess of twigs.
I go over and I light it.
And then like there's also we have light, right? Somebody's got lights.
Oh yeah, we lit some torches.
I can see in dark.
Also, we lit some
I can
torches.
see in dark.
I have light.
Also, we
Wait,
lit
no, I
some
don't.
Can you
torches.
see in dark?
I cannot.
I can.
Yes, you can see good.
Yeah, but you're in the back.
You've got
I'm
light.
a back burner
You've
for
got
everyone.
infravision.
You put me on the back burner.
I mean, do you have the lights cantrip?
Help me out.
Dancing lights.
No, we did not. We lit some torches.
I have a sacred flame and dancing lights.
Dancing lights will do.
We
A little dabble do.
we've got explorers packs. We lit a torch.
Yeah. So
It's lit, fam.
so you see. You might tilt the camera down so that you they can see what we can
Bam!
Bam!
Yeah.
see. A little bit further down.
And a little bit further down. A little bit further down. A little bit further down. Hey, 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 hey.
And so like with your light, you also see that towards the end of it, where that like big hole is, there seems to be like a drop off there.
The drop off? They're going to the drop off?
Why not just fry him up now and serve him with chips?
You know, it's a clownfish. He's not all that funny.
Pity.
And you also see there's a passageway to the right, it seems.
I can see that actually on the map.
Thank you for drawing that
I'm gonna
out.
make a perception. Well, I got to like set the scene.
That's a nat 20. I can see everything through.
I can see from
Can you though?
miles. I got none, so
darkness.
fuck that.
Where's the torch?
Somebody's got a torch. There's a
Yeah,
torch.
put these
Torch.
fucking cookies away from me.
Dice
I want
equals
them to take the
lit.
fingers away.
Yeah. Remove the
I got a
fingers.
19. You got a
Someone has torch.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
like
we
you're
see
playing
whatever.
Trivia
is
Murder
happening.
Party. You have to play that game where you remove one of your fingers.
Fingies.
Never played that? Oh, dude, you gotta join us for a Jackbox stream.
The Jackbox? You're going to the Jackbox?
Shut the.
Sorry.
You're asking for a lot.
They're so fun.
I'm sure.
Especially to play with viewers. Oh my god.
You've learned so much.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to hang.
8, 9.
This is how bacon is supposed to be. The fries, they blend so perfectly.
The
Cheese up in here
is
is going ham. Damn, damn, damn.
Crispity crunch.
Damn.
Look
That
at
was-
the bacon.
Damn.
That
Get
was
yourself that double cheeseburger.
Damn, damn, damn.
Get a grocery bag.
Damn.
The cheese is oozing.
Damn.
Let's do this.
Damn, damn, damn.
that was Shmoyoho, right?
I think so, yeah. The remix was.
Right, obviously.
It was, but that was just like an auto tune of a dude doing a review of Five Guys burgers and fries.
That seems like a very Shmoyoho thing to do.
Yeah.
Bless you.
That's a lot of goblins.
Shmoyoho,
Here-
accent on the yo.
Here there be
Shmoyoho, accent on
gerblins.
the yo.
So, Davey, with your nat 20,
Yo.
you see,
Everything drew.
you look out and you see,
I look at the bacon.
you see there are some goblins
Goblins?
who are like meekly hiding behind columns, and they seem to be like scared of the light.
Ooh, wow, they're gonna have some.
Wait, puts out torch. Lights torch up. Puts torch out again.
I'm tempting fate.
I'm in danger. Well, looks like we're good as long as the torch doesn't go out.
Oh, nice! You jinxed us.
So, and like a goblin hangs down from the ceiling.
No, no, no.
No, from
No, he's
above,
up
there's
there.
a
Up there,
piss
he
stream.
just pees on it.
Pisses on him.
Good parallel thought there.
Why is it raining in the cave? No! Bad goblin!
This isn't the Forbidden Kingdom. Nobody likes that movie.
Bad monkey. What do you do?
I guess we just sort of wander through.
You also hear like whimpering coming from them.
Hi ho.
Who got the fireball?
No
No
one got the
one.
No one
fireball
got the
yet.
fireball no more.
We're little boys.
Hi ho. Hail
No.
and well met.
No, we kill goblins. There's no room to talk with goblins. They are monsters. And I'm an orc.
That's coming from an orc.
Yeah, you're part.
See these guys?
Gerblin.
See these guys? They're worse than what half of I am. And I'm a sin against Jesus. I run out. Okay, let's roll for
Same
initiative.
with my
Because
character.
I want to kill
Yay.
these guys.
Davey, when you like say hail and well met, you see like a couple of them kind of like peek around.
Arrow! Arrow through their face right now!
Listen,
No.
this is a moral decision we're making
Two.
here. That's a 2, sir.
I don't even know.
I call interference.
You call interference? Okay.
No.
No.
Still doesn't.
Nope.
No.
That's a 2.
I don't think they like me tonight.
You see like this one
You hold
here.
that right above the coffee.
This one
Oh,
here
that's right.
comes up to you, Davey.
Would you like
Well,
your
comes up to you.
diced coffee?
Comes up to you guys, and he's like,
Oh, fuck all
arms
of
up.
you. That was funny.
arms up, like,
I'm trying to
nervously
stay awake.
walk.
I know it's funny. I'm just trying to stay awake. I'm
He
sorry.
starts speaking. Does anybody know Goblin?
No.
No, I know
killed them.
Orcish.
I killed them.
Orcish and Gerblin are too different,
Stop.
right?
No, we're not.
No, I don't.
Can I see your sheet? You might know
Oh, so you have
comprehension
Goblin?
language. No.
Common?
Goblin.
Common?
Common?
Common, undercommon, elvish
Common,
perception.
Goblin,
Undercommon?
Goblin,
Common. Draconic.
Otherwise, no.
Okay.
Burb.
He's
I
like,
can talk like a burb.
no hurt.
You know hurt or we know hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, well...
you not quiet ones.
I mean, inherently, no.
No shit.
We're kind of an odd group.
Who?
Who? Me, Tarzan. No. Me, Bobbert.
Bobbert.
It's not better if
Ignore
I
him.
say my real name.
Ignore him.
Me, Bobbert.
Ignore him.
That's my name!
Ignore him.
It's my name!
Ignore him.
He can't understand you either.
Now
He
that-
Batman.
Why? I'm being nice. He's the one who's trying to kill them.
as he like steps forward into the torch, you guys can kind of get a look of him better. He's basically like a
Things are supposed to
stripped
go
down
down,
goblin
things
who's
are supposed
just
to
like
go
got a
down.
loincloth, and he's like very sparse.
Kill.
He seems like worked to the bone. Yeah,
I
Simon's getting that twitch, and also the dwarves in back. Like Devlin, who's like a really nice old man. You can like feel him like steam coming out of his ears.
Okay.
It's nice. It's nice that me and the dwarves are on the same frequency here.
This is weird, you guys.
They hate everything about me.
Devlin,
Yeah.
is this a rational hatred, or is this one of those dwarf racism things?
Dwarf races, probably.
More than help me, it's the latter.
Okay, so it's just one of those racism things.
You could say
All right.
that.
Then chill.
I try, they die.
Then just chill.
And the goblins.
I hate
No, we trapped.
Mine?
Yes.
They work
Shiny rock collect?
Yes. No. Yes.
What look for?
Something for quiet ones.
Who quiet ones?
And he like kind of thinks for a moment.
I'm your man, my dude.
And he like
You're my boy, Blue.
he kind of just like does this with his
Can I
quiet
talk?
ones.
I'm not sure understand. No comprende.
I do intelligence check.
No hablo inglés.
Sure.
See if I'm smart enough. That is a 19 plus 3.
Okay. I was expecting a Captain's gonna teach stuff.
Captain got teach stuff.
um.
Who wants to watch me climb a rope?
Come, let us sing the shanty of climbing ropes. Oh. Alex, you like you're not exactly sure what quiet ones means, but what he did with his mouth kind of reminds you of a certain elf you guys have met before.
Oh shit. Okay.
Um,
I'm on the wavelength now.
Yeah.
I'm still not.
You remember the assassin boy we met with the criminal organization? The guy who didn't talk much.
Because his mouth was sewn
Because
shut.
his mouth was sewn shut.
So all of
AKA
them?
his name is Deadpool.
No.
Actually, only one. Shit.
I think so.
His name was Wade Wilson. No.
Oh god. And then he came from back from the past and killed himself.
Yeah.
He's
you
like,
get it.
we mine for quiet ones because they
What do?
Shiny Krabby!
Ah!
Shiny Krabby!
Here we were mocking you about not getting a shiny.
shiny. Oh, you gotta name him Tamatoa.
Oh my god!
Someone new.
Oh, hello, Diamond Rhino. Welcome back.
Diamond Rhino.
Diamond Rhino!
Yes.
Tamatoa?
Tamatoa.
Tamatoa. T-A-M-A-T-O-A.
He hasn't-
Surprisingly simple.
he hasn't
Long,
always
but
been this
simple.
bland.
Tama hyphen Toa. Tamatoa.
He's like,
He hasn't
my
always been this glam.
name Hedge.
He was a drab little crab once.
They capture us many years ago, and we mine tunnels, and he points to the passageway just behind him, and like a bunch of the other goblins kind of like come out from behind the pillars, and they all look very like meek, undernourished, through hell.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You not with Quiet One?
not per se.
He's confused.
Not exactly.
He is still confused.
I don't know.
Give him a yes or no
hold
answer.
on. You need to go
No.
like this, and you need to push him away.
No. We think we've met one, but not with him or her. I'm not sure, actually.
You can't tell gender.
He couldn't tell me what he identified as. They couldn't tell me what they identified as. 'Cause...
Yeah. So he's like, you help?
I'm about to kill some goblins, man. The idea of helping goblins is
Another shiny.
Nah.
No, a
Just
Kingler.
Kingler, though.
A big boy.
A big...
Big boy. Is it a wormhole? What's this like?
I'm not opposed to
Oh,
helping. I just don't know what to do.
Davey, we
Do
ain't
you like
helping these
good
goblins,
karma
are
or
we?
bad
I
karma?
mean, we're not gonna. I don't think we should actively help the goblins, but I don't think we should kill them either.
We got big puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill the goblins because they're just.
They know we're here. We have to get rid of the witnesses.
I agree. You hear from the back.
He's a racist. You're a weeaboo. We're not doing this.
I think we're both in the weeaboo pool.
Yeah, but he only wants to kill them because of Goblin Slayer.
And elf orc. You know what orcs do?
Stupid.
They kick around goblins. You know what elves do? They kill goblins.
Dumb.
It's like
Thus
that-
together, I will either kill or kick a goblin.
I'll kick him in the balls to death.
There is no sympathizing with goblins. They are this either.
It's like that meme.
Okay, you know what? Only other option is they become my slaves, cause I'm an orc.
You're like,
It's like
"Rrr, orc time.
Bird.
And his tusks
With a
grew
leaf.
3 sizes that day.
Let's see. What do I have? Do I have that orc aggression thingy? If I do, can I just say it makes me grow my tusks out?
And we need to roll to seduce the goblins.
Oh, God.
Okay, I roll to intimidate goblins.
Welcome, orcs, my beautiful lovers.
I do it.
I do not.
I
It's
do
too
it.
dark.
I do not do it.
14.
I do not seduce the goblin.
I'll
That's
do
an
it.
Plus charisma, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Plus 3, that's 17.
I'm gonna ask him something.
They are confused.
Can you show us stuff you mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see what they mine.
Yeah.
Is whatever they mine.
Sure. Listen, we can have them help us navigate this tunnel, and if they try to kill us, they're malnourished and basically bones already, so we can probably take them out if we
Do
need
you see how
to.
many of them there are?
Yes, but
That's a goblin's #1 strength, is their numbers.
100 toothpicks are still gonna snap if they run at you.
You might too, but they will.
Alright, Davey.
It'll
If
hurt.
they turn on us, you're the one who's starting the fight. You proceed as is. I'm gonna keep my sword.
We're not leaving our swords.
Fool!
The weapons are staying with us.
Yes, we don't have to use them, but we have them if we need
They're
to.
Yeah.
miners, not miners.
They're for defense.
Defense.
They are the fence.
Defense. Defense.
We sell them things?
What?
Oh, in Red Dead Redemption 2, the fence is who you sell your legal stuff to.
Okay. I haven't played that game. Big claw.
Dead air.
We're waiting.
So, Hedge the Goblin takes you guys.
Me hedge. Me lead.
Takes you guys into this.
Me hog.
Takes you into this one room here. The other goblins kind of like shuffle away as you guys come through.
So I guess we're just sort of moving around.
Yeah. And as soon as you like turn into this corner, you see like there are like a few like racks of like mining equipment in the back, like pickaxes, hammer and chisels. There's like a barrel of something,
A barrel of fun.
and like hanging in the center of the room.
Is it a barrel of monkeys?
No, it's a very gruesome scene.
Oh, good.
There's like what used to be a goblin
Oh.
who is like nearly turned inside out.
Who decorate?
Well, like he is like this goblin was basically like gutted, strung up with his own self,
Yeah.
pulled apart,
No, I got
nasty.
it. No, I got it.
and written in blood like under him is like the simple word obey. Underneath.
Oh,
I see. This is the kind of situation we're dealing with.
And
this
he like
quiet
Hedge,
ones.
Hedge kind of like, but that bow.
That bow.
Bow,
Who decorate with bow?
quiet ones.
Thought so.
Bow, quiet ones no like bow. Bow had ideas.
Don't ignore my bad advice as if it's terrible advice.
But yeah, he's like, bow have ideas. Quiet ones no like ideas.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Example. So
I see.
Decorate.
yeah. And,
Love what you've done with the place.
and there's a passage to where like a lot of the like traffic and buckets are kind of like strewn about that go into the like actual tunnels that they've built, and they are very small. They're only about like 4 feet wide, and about like 4 feet tall. Because they're goblins, so they are like
They're
it's
tiny boys.
little,
Imagine children.
yeah, but green with nasty teeth.
Fancy that's true. Have you watched Goblin Slayer yet?
No, I have not. And like there are 2 separate tunnels. It seems like.
2 tunnels over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
All right. Well,
which way would you guys like to
well,
crawl?
let's check out this barrel first. What's up with this barrel?
Hedge kind of like points in as bad salt.
I look at it.
So you open up the barrel and it's
Cocaine?
not cocaine.
Cocaine.
Like inside seems to be like a
Cocaine.
very dark powder
Oh,
of
it's
some sort.
gunpowder.
Cocaine.
Fun.
Yeah,
Cereal.
snort the gunpowder. No, just
You know what? You know what gets you real high?
No, it's just fucking Deadpool. It's just Deadpool. Just put on the bandana. Put
you know what'll really
put the
open up your
cocaine right there,
sinuses.
just boom.
And then you light it on fire, and then your head explodes. That gets you blown the fuck out.
Oof. I need that spot to try this thing.
I got a Jordan. I got a Jordan.
And guess what's inside it? So yeah, bad salt.
I take it.
It's a large barrel.
I take some of it.
Okay.
Well, you can't.
Hoist barrel.
I put it in a Ziploc bag. I got an explorer's pack. I probably got something to carry something in.
Are there
I
smaller
empty my
barrels?
coin purse and
are
fill
there-
it with bad
Are there
mistake.
are there smaller barrels lying around?
No.
Like the one where we had the fish in?
No.
I
Wait,
can
do we
probably-
have your cats?
We still have our cats.
Are they in here?
Canonically, we
I don't know if
they
that's a
in
good
here?
idea.
Are they
with
in
hungry
here?
goblins.
The EV
Huh?
committee.
Okay.
Wait, there are goblins. I have an idea. Why don't we perform surgery on the goblins and put the gunpowder in the goblins?
No, we're
Jesus Christ.
We're not
What?
turning.
No!
You
Try
goddamn
it.
We're
psychopath!
not turning them into the fucking
Huh?
suicide bomber Ewoks from Rise of the Empire. Or
Okay, no,
it's
we,
Empire at War.
you're
That's
probably
what it
right
is.
about. Let's say we left the cats back at the place
How about we
with
just
the
leave
old
him?
lady.
Yeah, let's just leave him in the barrel.
The cats are at the place
And blow it up.
with the old lady.
Which old lady?
The
Dragon
The
lady.
where we got
no,
the dwarf came from.
yeah,
The dwarf's wife?
Devlin,
Yeah.
Devlin, his wife,
Yes.
wife has
She's
the
with
cat.
you guys.
She is?
Yeah.
Since when?
She's the
Bitch.
lady.
So we left the cats in an empty house. Okay.
That's,
You know,
dude,
that's what cats do.
old lady, cats don't do shit. Okay, they lay down, they sleep, they poop, they eat. That's all they do.
And piss.
And they judge you.
But
When
they
they
also
have nothing to judge, they judge each other. And then they fight. And then there's always one less cat. And they ate them.
And then they ate their pets. So I got I've got a Ziploc baggie with some gunpowder in it.
Alright. Don't.
I did it already.
That's all.
I already did it.
Make me a constitution saving throw.
I good. That's actually a 10. I'm probably not good.
You're fine then.
It's 12.
You're fine.
You sure?
I mean, you did
What?
get less than 10.
I'm sorry, what is Orc saying? I'm trying to get you to...
I'm trying to get you to blown by the goblin. Background person wants you to blow up the goblins. Background person is Simon.
What about me?
You're a
background person, apparently.
Yeah, no.
Background person.
Background
person.
Seriously. This background person?
Don't fiddle the audience.
Stop it. Stop it, you gross bastard.
Diddle.
Diddle, fiddle, either way you play.
Also, I really would like
That was so quick on the rebound.
there should be a porn parody of Fiddler on the Roof called Diddler on the Roof.
Oh god.
Don't Google
It's
it.
about
It probably
public
exists.
sex.
It's funny because sex.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, so tunnel.
Which way did we decide? Did we
You
decide
didn't
to go?
decide yet?
What way? Good way.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way to San Jose?
See, this game does a great job of making you feel like your power moves matter, because when you do something like stunning the enemy, it enables the vibrator. It's ridiculous.
The vibration on the
Yeah.
switch is very
I'm
good.
picking
Also.
up good
So I'm over here like
vibration.
performing power moves,
It's giving
and the
me
thing just shakes in my hand.
exaltation.
I'm like, ooh.
Good bop bop.
And then for sound
Good
effects too.
vibration, bop bop.
The sound effects it does too. Like a sound effect will go off, and it'll vibrate with the same resonance.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Soul resonance.
Resogun.
So there are the two tunnels. Would you like to go left or right?
Which way? Good way? I ask Hedge. That's his
Hedge.
name, right? Hedge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hedge is like left way thing, right way less thing.
Not giving me a whole lot to go on here, Hedge.
No words.
I guess thing.
Alright. So, heading down the right tunnel.
Going down the bayou. Going down the bayou. Going down the bayou.
I was gonna go B-52s.
That didn't quite line up right, but you know, it's fine.
You're fine.
It's fine.
You're doing your best,
So,
and I
who would like to
commend
take
you.
point?
I don't need your
I will take
patronizations.
I will take second point.
Alright, so Simon.
No, you should take end.
Fine.
Simon, I'm gonna need you to make a athletics or dexterity because it's a very small space.
6 plus 3 plus 2. I don't know. 11.
All right, so you can squeeze through.
It's a tight squeeze, though.
You'll have to leave your like shield and like sword behind.
Uh-oh.
Shield and sword.
It's like
Hedge
a 4 foot
probably
by
ahead
4
of
foot.
Oh no, then I'll drag the sword, or I'll stick it out in front.
Onward!
That's a good way to go, actually. I'll stick sword out in front.
Everyone,
Oh,
Simon goes in first.
Magnus
BT Dubs,
versus
BT Dubs. The amazing, most beautiful pool stick is at our tavern room, whatever.
The what?
Is at our room. Back at whatever.
Oh,
the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
inn. Yeah. I don't have that on me. I want that stolen.
Fair enough.
It's at our safe space. What are you trying to catch now, Sarah?
I don't know.
Trying to find
I
how to
just
get arrow
Arts
down.
make beautiful lovers. I just got diddled.
Don't you
I
get
want
a
my
fossil?
follow
You should get a
refunded.
fossil.
Follows to Treblechin
lab at
Entertainment are
Yeah,
non-refundable.
I just have really
All follows are
explored in
final.
depth.
Even
go
if you
to the lab at
unfollow.
Cinnabar, they should just give you a
I
if
just
it's
want-
anything like the old games.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss
So,
anything here.
yeah, Simon, you got point. there is another branch, and
He's got a point.
And Hedge like points to the right or to the left, and he seems a bit like afraid of that way, and he kind of like hangs back.
What do you say we go the way that he pointed?
To the left.
To the left, to the left, to the left.
So he seems afraid of this way?
No, the other way.
The last way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Trying to help.
Oh, do you go that way?
No.
Do we?
I mean, Simon's up front.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh,
Let's go.
God.
Let's go the scary way.
All right. So the scary way.
I haven't fought a monster in weeks.
The scary way.
It's been a
Well,
minute.
it could have been a dead end.
Kind of opens up a little bit more.
Yeah. And then there's just a big pile of shit.
And like you, looking at it,
AKA shit monster.
you can tell like it was going one way and then like sharply turned over to the right instead.
You
Make
found
me a
Mewtwo.
perception. Or investigation. What do you see with your orcish eyes?
I think it's gonna be like a 10 or 11.
What do you see with your elvish eyes?
Mewtwo appears. Defeat him in 5 minutes, otherwise he'll run
it's
away.
It's a 10.
10?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oof, the dice are not on my side.
No, you don't really see anything. But you got this like feeling in your gut. Like something about in here is off. Like something's given a weird aura,
Weird vibes.
voodoo,
Voodoo?
mojo.
Well, shit. And it just
does it go?
banks to the right.
Yeah, it banks to the right and it seems to like end over there. Like that's one of the places they're currently working. Like not currently, but like.
And is it safe for me to walk in that area?
Yeah.
I guess I creep forward
Yeah, so like you get forward and you see like some
while tapping the ground. Fuck.
just kind of like tapping as you go. You see like there are just like a couple of like buckets of like half filled with rocks that
Oh,
look like they were just maybe like working on it yesterday or whenever they last worked on it. It seems like some fresh work is still going on over there, but that weird feeling seems more like it's coming from behind you, like where it was pointing away. Is anybody else following him into the room?
Sure.
I'm all the way in the back, so
So
everyone else has to go in first.
So Simon, sort of up there, Davey.
Sure.
Would you like to look around?
Do perception check.
You
Do
got the
well.
torch.
Don't see anything.
Is that in that one?
No, it's a 4.
Okay. Still. Who's next?
Yeah, you got a gut feeling that something's weird.
Got
Something's
me.
weird and something's bad.
I could have told you
Why
that.
do I feel like I'm the one that's gonna be like, hey guys, you're in the mouth. What? Boom!
Wiley, you're next. in that order.
91. No, 16.
16 plus.
It's 9.
You going in and looking?
So you got? Did you get a 16
I got a 16 followed
plus
by
2? 18.
Okay. So
So, I guess I'll take a look.
so Wiley, you
Carefully.
Very
you
walk
careful.
in and you're kind of looking around.
You walk in,
And you
you
notice that, like,
recognize a throat.
Like a lot of the stone seems to be like a typical like gray limestone, what have you. But there is like a vein over in one of the walls.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Looks like a sternum.
Oh, this is there's gunpowder there. This is an explosive wall. Oh, no.
No.
It
What you
is in blood.
like see there?
I grab one of my goblins filled with gunpowder and I throw them at the wall.
You looking at it, it's like looks like a very, very like just dark stone that light doesn't seem to reflect or do anything to.
Oh, this is the nether stone I've heard so much about. I heard if we make a gate of this and light it on fire, we can go to hell.
Where are you there?
Would you like to go to hell? I have lightning breath.
So like
Cut hole in
as
it.
you kind
That's
of
all we need.
look at this,
We need to punch it for 5 minutes.
Kind of wells like something about that's not quite right. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Well,
Oh,
I lost
fuck!
my die. That means I died.
I call interference on the ground. Ooh, that's even worse.
What's that?
It
need
was
to
a
roll.
5.
Alright, so
I don't know
Wiley.
if I needed to roll, but I rolled good.
No, not yet.
But I rolled good.
So Wiley, as you kind of
Psychological.
like look at it, you get just like irrationally afraid of that stone. Like, no. I know what.
I not go back to the sphincter.
And you kind of like you kind of like start walking backwards towards Hedge, and Hedge like,
Hedges Avenue. Hedges Avenue.
I see what you did there.
It's where we used to live.
Yes. Yes.
Where's my
Yes.
finger points? I used to live there too.
You left us.
I
You
left
abandoned
you
us.
because you moved to Willow.
No, you left us and then we moved to Willow.
I guess you're right.
So yeah, you don't want to go anywhere near that thing.
Oh, so I don't take psychological damage?
No, you're
Okay.
just like
Cool.
not going near it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna go touch it.
Yeah. So now that Wiley has pointed out the weird vein,
I'm gonna go
God.
touch it.
and you see it, Davey, I need you to make that throw.
18.
Roll.
I rolled!
You didn't know it yet.
I rolled.
Roll.
I
boy.
rolled!
Roll, boy.
I rolled! It's an 18. It was random before. It's no less
It meant
random
nothing.
now. No, that's
Nothing
bullshit.
happens to you if you fail. You just get scared
Got
and
it.
maybe pee.
I don't want to be. I want to be brave. I want to be strong.
Just roll.
I rolled
Again.
already.
So where'd you get?
Roll the damn die.
Roll it, boy.
It's a 9 now. It's half of what it was. It's a
thought it was-
shell of its former
I thought
self.
it was the odd doctor.
What's your total wisdom saving throw?
It's barely even half
Plus
what it was
1.
before.
It's a 10.
Okay.
That's some fucking horse
Not
cock.
quite. You are also like up against the wall.
But I
No.
rolled a goddamn 18.
Stone bad.
I rolled already and you wouldn't let me keep it. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
DM.
Simon,
doesn't
would
make
you
any
like to
sense.
notice the stone?
Would I like to notice the stone?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm pretty oblivious. I'm looking for things to kill.
There's a stone, maybe.
You
Hey.
can kill the
Wait,
stone.
wait,
The
wait.
stone is not
Listen,
impressed.
as afraid as that stone
There you
is-
go.
As afraid as
You
that
also
stone
knocked
is-
yourself out of the cave, like into the wall.
And you take damage.
It's just
The reason I don't care about the stone is because I'm unconscious.
And then suddenly that stone turns into a giant die and lands on 16.
Oh, that's why I'm scared of the stone. It's because there's a dice coming.
the boulder.
the boulder.
So Simon, you feel like that bad feeling kind of well up, but
I look at it and then
it
it
doesn't.
go away.
Yeah, you're like, that was weird.
I take a piss on it and I carve my name. I'm all like, wait, is this a previous life?
He stares at the abyss, and the abyss stares back.
I say hello.
He looks at it, and
it
it looks at me.
And I look at him. And he looks at me. And I look at him.
And he says, I'm sorry. What did you want again? I said ketchup. I could sing the whole song if I wanted to.
Yeah. Such a good song.
I stare at the mirror and say, "It's okay."
No,
I'm
you turn
fine.
around 3 times and say
And
Bloody
then,
Mary.
and then I reach out of the mirror, grab myself, and say, "I don't think so."
And then you die.
We just carved up our girlfriend with a chainsaw. Does that sound fine?
Simon.
Fucking love that movie.
So good.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, you're not.
Evil Dead
You
2.
are not affected by whatever
very
the
good.
stone
very funny.
presence does.
Oh, can I push everybody out of the cave? Go grab this gunpowder late here and blow it up,
I mean, if you want.
and then release this devil into the world.
I mean, you don't know what's in it.
It's probably a devil.
The devil.
Dad?
Yes, Dad.
Devils.
It's her dad.
Well, my parents made love to.
I was like, calling my wife. She's like,
it's an homage to the devil, you know, to make this sin against Jesus.
Actually, it's Satine.
I'm the son of God. Well, right now you're building a shed. So hop to it, Jesus.
Hey, God just talked to me as a burning bush.
You know, Moses, we think you've been burning some bush.
So, anyone else like to enter the cave and see this weird stone that's got
Sure, I'll do it.
our barded friend and our birded friend?
I'll do it.
We're like
I
hugging
fail.
each other, scared.
Even though I have good wisdom, I failed.
Yeah.
Zoinks!
Wiley jumps into your arms, Dave.
Scooby-Doo style.
And I have a -2 strength, so my arms just fall off. Like a Lego
Wait,
man.
How'd you do?
He's dead.
I think worse.
He jumps on top of Wiley in my arms. And then I die. I take 25 points of damage.
Alright.
I'm dead.
Anyone else? Sarah, would you like to look at the scary rock?
Oh, Pat.
Well,
Wait,
if she
no.
passes to 16.
I thought it was a
You-
6. Never
you
mind,
look-
I'll take a look.
You look at the dark stone.
She's not
Bitch,
impressed.
you ain't nothing.
That ain't
And then
shit. And then
I
she
only accept
dives
the
in.
highest quality. Thank
You
you.
fucking scared
Sarah,
of
what's
this
what's
shit?
your alignment?
Huh?
What's your alignment?
Lawful.
Lawful?
Just
Wow.
says lawful.
Wow.
Lawful
You should be
neutral.
lawful evil.
Just lawful.
I went to Bible school every other week.
I did what I was supposed to,
I
and now
follow the
I'm up
rules.
against the law. Thank you. Next.
I am a cleric
This is weird,
of
'cause you're
contracts.
I stick my hands into the rock and it's pudding.
I put my hand inside a toilet.
Yes.
I do not. Anywho, what happens?
I put
The wall.
my hand inside a toilet.
Well, would anyone like to go look at it besides look at it from afar and be scared shitless?
How about the two people that didn't
on
get
top
scared
of each
shitless?
other?
Touch it.
Is me one?
You were scared.
Am I one of them?
Scared
Yes,
shitless.
you're one of
Yeah,
them.
you're,
I went all the way
you're
over the
safe.
fuck over
You're
there. I
not-
can't even reach that
You're,
shit.
you're not scared
You are
shitless.
not. You're not scared by the stone. He is
You
not
too.
scared by the stone.
Oh, okay.
Poke it.
How
The
about
only
you two
people
roll?
who can see in the dark.
Back
Yeah.
to listening to Skillet.
What?
Poke it.
How about you two roll then?
Roll what? To
Poke
touch
it.
the stone.
Did I say I got a
Roll
14?
what?
Just poke it.
Because I
Yeah.
did land on 14.
Touch the stone. See
I don't
what
want to
happens.
touch it.
Touch it.
I'm not
Touch it.
impressed by it. I don't want to touch it.
Touch it.
It's got
It's
a weird
gross and
aura to it.
grody. No.
Touch it. See what
I push a
happens.
goblin into it. To 15.
You just pick up Hedge and throw him at it.
No, I pick up another
And then
one.
Hedge dematerializes.
I threw a different goblin.
No more drugs for that guy.
So you just go and pick,
God.
drag another goblin
Bad.
through the hole.
No, he walks all the way back out here.
No, please, no!
What happens?
Well,
he dies.
what's your alignment?
My alignment? I haven't wrote it down.
It's probably evil.
Well, it is now.
Yeah.
It's chaotic neutral.
No.
It's chaotic evil.
It's pretty. That's pretty bad of you.
I think you're more on the
No,
middle.
this is a goblin. I don't care about them.
Still evil.
That's more of an
Still
evil standpoint.
Yeah, I think you're in the middle aisle, more to the left.
You're changing your alignment.
Chaotic evil.
So
He just
You
chucked
grab-
a
you
malnourished
grab,
goblin into the wall that it was kicking and screaming.
Wait, anyone got a
afraid
red
of.
pin? This will be a lot better. That's a marker.
well, this is also a marker.
Use it.
Use it.
Use it.
I don't have
Use
the
it. Use it.
Get
So,
force.
As you drag this goblin kicking and
Does
screaming.
someone have a sharper point?
So
That one doesn't have a sharper
tricky.
point.
No, these are all new.
These aren't new.
These are new.
This is how sharp they are new.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Just do it, boy.
Let's do it.
Quit your bitching.
It's a marker.
Quit your bitching.
Um,
Felt pen, a fucking black magic marker.
Can I actually try to compose myself and intervene?
No.
No.
So, you toss this poor boy into the stone, and
He gets flushed down the toilet.
no, like you throw him at it,
it's permanent now.
and
I'm chaotic evil.
Evil.
you throw him at the stone, and
He blows up.
no, not per se.
He
So, like,
implodes.
He hits the stone and falls over, and there's a big cut of where his skin touched the stone, and it kind of wells up in blood, and then just kind of
Wait,
forms around him
on him or on the stone?
on the goblin.
Okay.
Whatever cut him doesn't seem to show at all on the stone surface, but he kind of loses blood, and it kind of starts curling around him, and then it just kind of stops.
Is he gone?
No, he's alive and wheezing because you threw him against a rock face. He's on the ground,
Writhing in pain.
crawling towards you.
As Batman changed
saying
back
only
into
gasping
Bruce
one word of
Wayne.
why,
Need test rock.
and then he just falls down because you broke his back ribs that punctured his lungs.
Yeah, you didn't even hurt him that bad.
Because he's
and
a skin
dead.
and bone boy.
Yeah, I told you, 100 toothpicks.
killed a
if they
child.
run into you.
I killed a child.
You killed a child.
It's a goblin child. Wouldn't be the first.
Are you going
And
to
it
kill
certainly
them?
won't be
Of
the
course
last.
I am.
It's just why you do this?
Why I do what?
He young.
I point at his eyes.
What?
He doesn't understand. Maybe I'll make him touch the rock.
Let's go down the other way.
Let's go down the other way.
I don't like
What
this
for?
rock.
It's a
Forward.
bad rock.
What you gonna do
Wait.
about the rock?
Wait.
It's a bad
Can
rock.
I throw a piece of cloth at it real quick to see if it makes a reaction?
A cloth
Yeah.
onto the rock.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Nothing?
Cloth on the rocks.
Ah.
Let's see. I wrap the fallen goblin in bandages and throw him at the rock real quick to see if anything happens. I want to see if I can weaponize
The
this
boy
rock.
is dead.
He's dead.
Stop. You killed
Stop.
him
You
already.
throw him against the wall again, and he has a very unfortunate, as his neck
Jesus
goes
Christ,
head first
man.
into it.
I want to see if I can weaponize the rock.
It's one of the
Demands more
you
testing.
clearly already have
This
weaponized
one
the
rock in this one area.
I want to mine it and use it as
No, yeah, we could
How do you
definitely
touch it?
we could definitely weaponize the rock because touching it clearly leads to just immediately dying.
You know,
Well, no, The goblin definitely died of blunt force trauma because his skin is
Well, yeah, but
his skin is paper and his bones are toothpicks.
it did something by contacting to him, right?
They cut him.
Oh.
You cut a bitch.
That's it. He cut him.
Well, he didn't say he threw him against the rock, did he?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he
He
did.
very specifically said
He
that.
threw him like a football.
I thought we were just touching him to the rock to see what
Oh,
happened.
you wanted me to push him at the rock?
Yeah.
Nah.
I wanted
Rock bottom!
I wanted something where we could actually get some usable data.
Okay. We grabbed
You just
another
no,
goblin.
stop it! No!
You said you wanted usable
No!
data!
You already fucked up! We're not going back!
I go grab another
Permadeath! No!
I
You
grab another goblin.
Permadeath!
I grab another
No!
goblin to test the
No!
rock.
No!
No.
Nobody lets you.
Yeah, everyone's standing in front of the very small hole to get out.
You stop
No.
it! You go to bed!
That's
Nope.
a 9.
Anyone want to beat my 12?
No.
Sorry, it's a 14.
Including what?
Unless you're dragging everybody out one by one and keeping them down.
15.
What's it
Bitch.
including?
Oh, it's
That's a
just-
60.
It's my strength
Plus
Okay, I
a
guess I
strength
was
of 1.
stopped.
16.
Alright.
We stopped.
Don't
Alright.
fucking grab another goblin.
There's no we.
You
about
goblin
it.
grabber.
They stopped you.
You
I
goblin
didn't
grabbing
do any.
grabby
He
hands.
grabbed his leg.
Yeah, and he just picked me up.
Fine. Okay, I take point down the other tunnel.
Okay.
And then he dashes down the way
You
to grab
goddamn
another-
goblin grabbing grabby hands.
Alright, fine. I'm taking point. I'm going where you guys are. Psych!
And then he falls in.
And he wanders down the hallway like Wario.
It's a 10. Anyone want to beat my 10?
I beat it.
That's a 16 again.
I did
Okay.
not.
Hey.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
hey.
So, going down the other way, the other bayou.
Down the bayou, going down the bayou, going down the bayou.
Fuck off. I'm not gonna throw your dice again. Last time I did that, it ended badly for everyone.
Was that when everyone died?
He threw.
No, it was just it bounced off the
Anyone-
fucking window,
Anyone want to beat a 24?
and then it landed
throw-
behind
Stop.
one
He
of
throws-
those things.
He throws the die over there. The mouse leaps up and eats it and chokes to
Yeah.
death. We finally killed the mouse. I don't know if the mouse is even still here.
Did they have a cookie?
Going down the bayou.
Why you do this to me?
Because I hate you.
So, as you go down, you see that other tunnel kind of connects to this
Trying to
one,
find Genghis Khan.
and this
You
seems to
gotta
be
go
like a
to,
natural,
I'm in there.
little cavern that they
Safari.
found as they
There's no
were digging.
safari in this game.
There's no Safari Zone?
No?
And you see like a bunch more of like the mining.
Well, I mean, the
mining
Safari
equipment.
Zone is
This
what-
seems like
Where you
they're-
transfer Pokemon.
where
in
they
from
are
Pokemon Go and
focusing
Future
their
City.
mining.
I've heard the
Kind of
I've heard the
away
horror
from that
stories
stone
about
and,
catching Genghis Khan in the old game.
Just kind of using the big
Ugh.
Yeah, you
natural
gotta run around
open room.
Safari Zone forever.
This cavern kind
I'm
of
running
goes
around
up
Rock
about
Tunnel
20
forever.
feet,
Wasted
or so.
10k looking for one.
and there's like just
And-
like some
and Kanto?
stalagmites at the top,
You don't make money
and
well.
there's
Do you really have to
You
stock
looks like
up?
pretty.
I've beat the Elite Four like
I
think
6 times.
stalagmites are the ones on the bottom. Stalactites are top.
Yeah, right. Whichever one.
Stalactites top. Stalagmites
Might not be.
mud. Because mud is on the ground.
Stalactites
Well,
hold tight
technically-
to the ceiling. Stalagmites stand mighty on the ground.
Gotcha.
Well, technically, also mud is above us because we're below.
Stalactites.
As above, down
He
below.
has a better.
Stalactites
Yeah.
hold tight to the ceiling. Stalagmites stand mighty
What's in
on
this
the
room?
ground.
Oh, there's stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now.
That's it.
I knew what you meant. I was just trying to
And
confirm
there's a
like,
guy
if I knew.
eating cookies slowly, like, oh, you want the story? 1 second.
There doesn't seem like much else unless you want to make like perception or investigation. And check it out. Roll the dice.
Not me.
I've got okay
What are we
eyes.
looking for?
50.
Perception.
I don't know something.
17 for you.
17.
I got a 22.
So you notice there is
Going down.
sort of like a shelf of rock
down
to
the
where there's
valley.
a hidey hole underneath.
Heidi!
There you
And
are.
you
Oh,
see-
God.
Jesus.
It's only like like half a foot off of the ground, but you see like a little pile of like coins and little trinkets that looks like they found like in the nearby forest from people losing them. Just kind of things they have scavenged while they go out to find food. This seems to be where they are hiding their little goods from quiet ones.
I see. I steal them.
Yeah.
No.
I
Maybe-
take all
Maybe I should help myself.
Hedges like,
Avenue.
please don't take.
What is the... Show us the
I take.
mineral. Yeah. What is the mineral?
Don't take.
The mineral.
The thing in mind.
Take.
You took it this way.
No, they're
You know what you need?
told to look
You know what
for
you need?
something.
What?
You need
Oh.
a big straw.
They don't know
You
what
can
they're
treat it like boba.
Oh my God.
No.
I said he needs a big straw so we can
That's
treat
a
it like
high
boba.
maintenance bitch right there.
No.
So I'm gonna look in
So we
this
just
room.
sit there and
Anything
suck.
that sticks out?
Gross.
Nothing stands out?
Nothing. Other food.
Maybe a
Okay.
cheese balls container is not the best method of support.
There's like pickaxes. Buckets.
being supportive enough again.
This is like an active mining site.
Active what?
An active mining site.
Ah.
Oh man, we should
Well,
take
So
goblins
they're just kind of
helmets.
rocks. You're in a hole in the ground.
In the
They're
hole.
just mining rocks.
It began.
Well, that's
as
how-
most
that's what you
tales
do. That's what you do when you mine. And they're just kind of building tunnels right now. Looking for something.
Well, definitely found something.
Yeah, something's in the other room, but
They found something and they're very afraid of it.
as are you.
Yeah.
Can
Actually, I don't even know if they're afraid of it. I just know that I am.
so am I.
I never bothered to ask. I didn't care.
We discussed blowing up the big rock. The
I'm
big
rather
bad
self-centered.
rock. I'm gonna call it the bad rock. We discussed blowing that up, right? That's.
Oh wait, I got my Ziploc baggie.
Everyone, stand back!
You do have to light it on fire for gunpowder to
Lightning catches
No.
things on fire.
I got a torch.
Ah, they're even better. That is actually fire.
I grab other gunpowder in my hands. No. No. I take Ziploc baggie, place it next to rock. Go grab more gunpowder.
How big is Ziploc baggie?
Grab-
You're
It's
losing
like-
a
This
lot.
is a legit
It's
question.
like
Sandwich
one of the.
bag.
It's like no. It's like one of those big like
Gallon
bags.
bags.
Okay.
It's a bigger gallon. It's a gallon.
I don't think
of-
your bird hands can carry this.
It's fine. I don't have wings. I've got hands.
That's what I said, your bird hands.
I've got hands.
I said your bird hands.
Well, I've got opposable thumbs.
Your bird hands.
I am intelligent. I have thumbs.
I can hold it.
Thumbs.
It's fine. I'm a man with a
Maybe.
beak.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Maybe.
place the Ziploc
Harvey
baggie.
Birdman.
Yes, attorney at law. I place the Ziploc baggie by the rock. Then
You
I
don't want to
grab-
go near the rock.
You
I throw the Ziploc
baggie.
baggie at the rock.
Make a dex check. How close you be?
That's a 14 plus.
Alright.
That's
So you throw it like at the base of the floor.
And then I grab more gunpowder, make a trail as best I can.
Maybe have one.
That's
of
a
your,
16.
Maybe have one of your friends make the trail, because you're not gonna get to it.
Hey, sir, you want to help me blaze a trail of gunpowder?
I don't.
She did a good job. That's a 19.
She did great.
She did great.
You
You didn't need to roll, but you did great.
And like, Hedge is looking at you like, what do with salt?
Me see what Sparky Boom Boom do.
Huh?
Stand back.
Okay, and he kind of like hides in while
Everyone.
Everybody stand back.
It wants to do nothing.
I roll
How
up my
far
sleeves.
away do you make this trail?
Far enough.
How about here?
far is far enough?
I feel like
How about here?
I feel like I've got a decent idea of how far, like about here-ish.
More. We want to go all the
More.
way back.
Probably
How
don't
about-
want to be in the small
We
tunnels.
don't want to be in the tunnels. Don't even want to be in that room.
Okay, so we make it back here.
All right, we take the big barrel of gunpowder with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case.
And the
Actually, no. I take the barrel, I roll it down the
no.
just to make.
Hey,
sure.
hey! Put a lot in my
We'll
dark.
blow
room.
it up like a whale.
Wait! I take some of it, and put it under the dark stone.
Jerks! They should have shot me in the head.
That's
And
what we're
enough
doing.
times to
Putting under
make
the
sure.
I don't know why you guys are upset with me. When Davey wants to
Well.
blow up this cave.
I'm doing a good job.
All right. So,
I'm not killing people yet.
Because I didn't know what the
Racist.
fuck else to do, so I was just like,
Yeah.
blow up the rock. I was gonna.
it's not a boulder.
It's a rock.
Alright, so I set it on fire.
Light it up. So there's a.
And at the end, I made a little smiley face. Or I asked Sarah
It makes a Watchman smiley face.
Yes.
And the little blood trail goes to the rest of it.
Yeah, no, the little blood trail comes from the goblin we killed.
I was meaning the blood splatter.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's where it came from the goblin we killed.
Anyway,
No, I know what
it
you
blows
meant.
up.
No, I did do that.
Now let me roll some dice. Because you put the gallon Ziploc baggie to blow up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So,
How dead am
And
I?
we all die by rocks.
good news is you're not dead.
The cave does collapse, however, right?
Actually, what am I doing?
This might have been a bad idea.
Who had a better idea?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he lose the lineman? Does the lineman change because of this?
He's blowing up a rock.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering if he killed anyone. We'll find out.
Nah, I destroyed the.
He'll know when the smoke clears.
It's the that's the planet's core.
Wait a minute. It reminds me
You're
of-
attacking the core.
I got a rock.
What
Not anymore.
What's that one movie that I
Wait,
did?
what if it was a sandwich baggie?
It doesn't matter, you use together.
But what if it was a sandwich
Too
bag?
bad.
What if I filled it up with the
Alright,
amount of a
so-
sandwich bag
44 damage.
Oh, God.
to the cave?
So
Why can't I
You,
do that? Why can't I do that much damage normally?
you don't have gunpowder normally.
I take the gunpowder with me. I make a gun.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You'll need to figure out how to gun.
I think
So you can gun hurt enemy.
gun
with
hurt
it.
enemy weak to gun. I mean, fucking Captain Kirk figured it out. In that episode of
Except
Star
that-
Trek,
It worked once.
it did work. One time.
Except the
That's
Real-
a boomstick.
Real good.
So
He hurt Lizard Man. He hurt Lizard Man bad.
yeah, I need you all to make
Constitution saving throw.
throws real quick.
Oh, God.
That's a nat 20!
11 plus. Wait.
20.
2, 13?
Okay. So,
All interference.
There we go, 15. Plus.
Sarah,
Oh, what?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You chopped your pencil.
7.
13.
13.
Excuse me.
Okay.
17. Wait, anyone want to brace behind my shield?
It's not the explosion. It's like things coming at you.
Yeah, anyone want to brace behind my shield?
Who got lower than 15?
Fuck.
You two? All right.
She's kind of further back though.
Yeah. However,
Shrapnel.
it's
A boulder
not
falls on me.
not shrapnel.
If so, I will lie down on the couch and die.
There is a
IRL.
deafening sound that echoes throughout this entire cave system,
That's what.
just
it's
like that. And you two, like,
For the rest of the time, you're just hearing.
you're not hearing anything right now.
Awesome.
Wow, that must
So you
suck with
both
elderly
are
ears.
You guys
deafened
are
for
shell
about a
shocked.
minute.
For about a minute.
Yeah, there are some like goblin screams and
Oh shit.
well, like big boom.
Yes.
And you see like the tunnel that you guys went into, like the room has collapsed.
Oh
Like,
shit.
That room there has
What if I did
collapsed.
the sandwich bag?
It's a little late for that, but
Let's try this.
didn't work.
You know,
Let's try it again.
You know what'd be better? Maybe we throw the barrel down there.
I think
We need to clear a path.
I blow it up too good. I guess I blow it up better.
Yeah, like you can still see like some of the room, but it seems like everything, like the tunnels and everything in there, has been like blown open, and you hear like behind you guys. No, like you hear what sounds like.
Dust to dust.
You hear like some of the explosion reverberations coming from like behind you guys, behind that pillar where some of those goblins are.
For the horde.
God.
Yeah. Would you like to try and dig your way through to see what destruction you've wrought?
2 days later.
I take my.
I mean, you can
I
just
dig-
kind of start throwing rocks.
I take my toothbrush.
Like to make strength checks to move rock.
Who wants to go on a dinosaur thing?
That's a nat one.
You strain your
up
back.
the tiniest pebble,
I can't.
and your back goes out.
That's an unnatural one. All right, time
Yeah,
to go.
you both like go to pick up a little pebble. This seems our speed.
On plus side, my
Quack!
on the plus side, my back is straight. Finally, on the back side, I cannot unstraighten it anymore. I like Legolas in second movie.
Help! I am stuck like an orc boy. Help!
19.
Yeah.
Hey, look at you, boy.
And I just throw rock.
Yeah, you're able to like move some of these rocks and get in, and
Move, bitch. Get out the
you
way.
like
Get out the way,
you
bitch.
create-
Get out the way.
like a lot of the tunnels are still kind of there. They're just kind of all blown open.
Man, the goblins did such a good job building the tunnels, and
And we did
and
it
we.
better.
Hey, look, I'm.
We didn't make tunnel.
Look, I made
we
a
made
cave.
cavern.
Hey, look, I made a mountain, and
gonna
it
make-
only took me what, 10 seconds, 11 tops.
Oh, you guys broke the cave. Let's fill it back in. That's what you trying to do, right? You fuck up. Gosh.
You kind of follow back to where, back to that
We
that
use
one
the cheese
cave.
balls as the boulders.
No.
No. You get cheese everywhere.
It would resemble the dust. It would be more immersive.
Yeah, maybe cover your mouth. That was like, shirts up. You don't want to breathe this. And he kind of like goes in, and on his helmet, he's got a little like light. So he like goes in. I'm a master. Let me see. And you and him like
walks over a goblin as he walks. Because he's a
Excuse
racist.
me.
Excuse me.
Oh, damn shame.
These are new
Damn
shoes.
shame you're green. And so you
The
guys
green
you
clashes
get to,
with my boots.
Fortunately,
you
my
get
boots
into
also
the
clash on you.
into the chamber, and you don't where there was that black stone.
There is no longer a flag. Where there was that black stone, all the stone is black.
No, it's
You like walking through, there is now like a large hole
Hey,
into
Paul,
like what
Paul
looks
Bunyan.
like what looks almost like a almost like a dungeon or catacomb. Like
Where's
an
the
actual,
dragon?
like an actual hewn cut, like very nice, very old style base almost.
well,
And you see like a little bit everywhere there are like shards of that stone.
let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater here. That was actually pretty good.
They're okay.
You see
all things considered.
you see in further into the hole that you have made, there seems to be a body who is just sharded. Like he's got
sharded.
Shut the fuck.
like he's got rock and debris just shot through him.
Oh, that's nothing. I'm
Do
not
we
used to
recognize-
seeing. I was on
Yeah.
that ship.
Yeah,
you remember
it's that
what happened?
goblin I killed.
Is it that goblin he killed?
No, this is human,
Oh no.
and
Well, he
half
might.
of him is blown apart because he was he's
Hi-ho!
covered, he's covered in oh no, he's dead. He's very much, you can see
I cast Speak with the Dead. I don't have that.
you don't have
spell.
that yet. You see he's
I cast Charm
in
Person.
rough shape,
I touch.
arguably dead.
Arguably,
Arguably dead, as he's covered in rubble and some of this black stone.
Now this may be insensitive, but he got any dope shit on him? I loot the corpse.
He's got some fancy knives.
I take it.
But he's nobody you've seen before, and he's got some
Desecrating
sort
the
of
dead is
blue
fine,
cloak.
Oh, I
but,
don't
but
care.
killing goblins is not.
no.
We're adventurers. We kill.
Desecrating the dead, yes. Dragging a poor defenseless goblin to his doom.
Debatable.
Little morally gray.
Morally
We
gray.
didn't know the human was there, but now that he's not, I mean,
He's not
Yeah.
using those daggers.
But
Anybody
listen-
want a knife?
you gotta make the best out of the situations that you put yourself in. You know, that's just, and that's what we're doing. It's all
And
about
I have
adventure.
goblin lives to spare.
What's the damage rating on this knife?
The knife itself is pretty fine. The end of it is a little bit blunted because
How many-
rock went through it.
How many rock?
But how many dice
many-
do I get for
Knife.
it?
It's a D4.
It's a normal dagger.
Yeah, it's a dagger.
You throw it and it hits another goblin in the face.
No. I put it in my
Sell it.
bag because I can sell it later.
How many did we get? 2? 1.
Yeah, 2.
2.
Are they ceremonial daggers? Do they have a family? Are they family heirlooms?
No, they don't look like family heirlooms. They look wicked, but
Oh look, wicked,
sick metal.
Audacious.
Oh look, there's a photo of his kids. Oh, you hate to see that.
Look, a
take
photo
it.
of his kids. Oh, they're all quiet.
Oh.
Well, these are my kids now.
You just like take over people's lives.
Wait, we're not supposed to do that?
No,
about the-
dumbass.
Cape?
What's his spell he does where he makes people friends with him?
Charm
Charm
person.
That's his job.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what he do.
exactly.
The cape?
And you're supposed to be chaotic good.
Yeah.
That's the
It's a
chaotic
blue
part.
cloak.
Anything
I
else
am
on it?
There's, like,
giving them
holes in
the
it now.
experience of
Oh,
happiness
Nothing
until
usable.
they find out they've been lied
There's
to.
like
That's where the chaos comes
there's
in.
like
That's where the
maybe
chaotic
a red
comes in.
leather pauldron that's still functional.
I
The
didn't
rest of it
kill
is
them.
like punctured and not there
severely
anymore.
scar them emotionally.
Anything else?
Yes.
Huh?
Anything else in the room?
Well, the room you'd have to go a little bit further in because there's still dust
Oh, no.
everywhere, and it's like
You've died.
it's like fog but worse
So,
because you can't breathe.
Dungeons, they're like prisons. Dragons, like dinosaurs. Put that together. It's one hell of a game, everybody.
Damn it.
Damn it! So yeah, you'll have to kind of like feel around currently. You can't see shit
okay.
in there.
What do I do normally?
I mean, I still have a torch.
No, well, like
Do you really want
all the stone dust.
Oh.
to... Keep in
like,
mind, it's probably mixed with
It's not
gunpowder.
fog. It's like it's dust that is all in the air.
Let's go round 2.
I put my goggles on. I just breathe.
Do you have a doctor a plague mask?
Yes.
That's
Which
just
is
a
really
mask.
which is really weird for the bird thing.
Well,
I
how
got
else are you
this.
gonna cover your
Yeah.
mouth?
I got this. Wind tunnel.
Actually, you have gust of wind.
17.
Actually, I don't know if I have that.
17.
17 what?
Perception.
I don't.
To
have
feel
that.
around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel around.
Can you feel it?
I got a nat 20. I want to feel around 2.
Oh god. He finds me and then he
Say it
finds...
like that.
Oh.
I am so sorry.
Don't be.
What? What is this? Oh.
Having fun? Cause I am.
Hi.
Oh,
Good for you.
god.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Ooh, I
yourself.
haven't been touched like that in a while.
Hail the woman.
Hail butt knees.
No, this is how we have butt cheeks.
Ah, yes.
This
Don't forget
is how we
how butt knees.
heal.
This is.
This is how we hire.
Okay. Well, there is no wall there for that portion. But
No ball. Low ball.
so normally
Normally
Let's-
we would
wait,
go.
hold on, do we have to
in
add
the
wisdom?
dungeon and find some shit. Alright.
Finally, it has happened to me.
so this all is irrelevant. As you have like blown.
I broke it.
Hey, look, I made a mountain.
You solved my mind puzzle.
It's solved being a relative term.
Here's how I solve puzzle. I break puzzle.
In essence. In
No
essence.
puzzle, no puzzle to solve. Therefore, puzzle solved.
Therefore, puzzle solved.
Alright, so you
Okay,
guys are
you
in.
You go through life, you'll never find puzzle. That means you solve all life's puzzles.
And at the very end, there's a puzzle to fuck with you.
Wow.
Whoa! Looks like we're a barrel of monkeys, everybody.
So.
Alright, well,
So.
no goblins died except the one, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So Alex, you
And
are
the human, but he's not a goblin. He doesn't count.
you're up here. This is just kind of a hole that you guys have made.
the hole.
Yeah, you in the hole.
In the hole.
That's the booty hole.
Girl.
What's that?
Homer.
It's a hole. Not a hole. Girl, that's the booty hole.
So this is about all that
Not a
you
hole,
can
Keisha.
see.
A valve.
There are torches on like the inside of these like columns.
Oh, that's good news.
So like you can kind of see like a blue glow coming from those just past the columns.
Oh,
You can
good,
see.
they're blue torches.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's still hard to see, but
Oh.
the torch isn't going to help.
I don't know why.
Why is your armpit that moist?
Yes. It's hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not on camera.
Don't do it.
Oh, don't do it.
We can see you, and so can God.
He's not here.
So,
No,
Take
yeah,
my-
no.
The goblins don't want to deal with us anymore. I
Give me-
feel like we fucked up their day, and our chances.
they're cowering back in their bedrolls.
Well, you know, honestly, I can't blame them.
They're reading under the covers.
Their cover is their roll.
Yeah.
They're just on the stone floor.
Let me see that cover roll.
After you blew it all up, one of the goblins wearing his bedroll. What are you doing? Ah!
Now that we're done with the goblins, you guys can leave.
No.
Stop.
No.
Don't hurt them.
They're just little guys.
They're just little guys.
They're not trying to hurt nobody.
Alex,
We kind of fucked up their day.
you've got point currently.
Everything was going. Well,
you do
it's
have
just
all your
a
weapons
little
since you're not crawling through tiny holes anymore. You've kind of blown that door.
wide open.
But
Kind of gaping though.
get this. What if
There's a
we
hole.
do kill the goblins?
Oh no.
No. Nope. Not
Anywho. Where? What do I see?
There you
Fine.
go.
That.
there are columns.
Boom.
There is like some door.
marble columns.
Oh, the door?
Porcelain
Yeah.
fountain.
So this like this door here's
Knock, knock, knock. Candy Graham. We blew
How
up your
nuts
door.
would
We
it
apologize.
be to have this one or that.
We have another package.
the
That's
this
close.
one
It
or
seems-
that one.
it seems like
It's been a
a
minute since I've
door
seen that
that's
skit.
It's it's an old skit. It's a good
it
skit.
seems like a door, but it doesn't
an
have
old
a
skit.
handle. Like it's got a cutout, and on the
Hi, my name's Mark Wahlberg. Let's go talk to some Christmas animals. Hi, hi Partridge. How you doing? You were in that song, The 12 Days of Christmas. Yeah? How's your mother? Say hi to your mother for me. That's an actual skit.
I do recall.
I gotta
Here's
find
nothing.
It wasn't a good one.
It wasn't great.
so like on this door
Hi Partridge.
there is there we go. On this door, you see there is like a big symbol on the top part of it that is this like skull with blood circling around it, and
Good?
I poked the eyes.
it's flat. It doesn't do anything.
Damn it!
You need to switch.
There is
Game is broken.
there is a like handprint on the
Oh.
left side where like a knob would be.
Why
At
do
the
I feel
beginning
like
of
this
chapter, one
brotherhood?
of the characters, and I was like, okay,
Brotherhood of Dawn.
move on now.
What?
I think
Dark
we're trying to get
Brotherhood.
the pace
Oh,
of the
Dark
game.
Brotherhood.
Ugh.
What is the past?
There are 8 different starting
that-
chapters, and then
That is
What?
what is the color
it's
of
an
what is the
Octo.
color of night?
Together.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Admin 1.
Oh, I thought I said bad man.
Admin 2.
Damn it.
Anywho.
Admin 3.
So I'm guessing if you put your
Damn
hand...
it.
Fucking password.
Well,
Accepted.
Access
the
granted.
butler.
With 2 T's.
Thank you.
So there's that door, and then like the hallway continues down the opposite direction.
Knock knock.
There's no door. There's no knob.
Bell.
You know, I'm gonna try
It's
the
it's a
hand,
when you see
try
a
the hand?
door, regardless.
and I'm gonna lose my hand.
Maybe
So
it's
you,
a push
lining
door.
up your hand with the handprint.
Maybe it's
Alright.
a push door.
You die.
So you you do that,
and you die.
and
Your hand falls off.
you
It's the whole mummy incident.
You have herpes.
You suddenly
Super tetanus.
hear a voice in your
Super
head.
dead. Oh, congratulations! Now you're schizophrenic.
That was actually a thing in D&D.
I have that adventure still.
You've now become addicted to Psycho.
You hear like in your head, what do all things have in common?
What's bigger than this?
You hear this in my head?
Yeah.
They die?
Death.
As you go to speak, nothing comes out of your mouth.
I think it.
You
Damn
die. I think it.
What
My
did
brain-
they
Oh,
ask?
they're mute.
What did they ask?
What do all things have in common?
Oh,
You
yeah, it's
think
death.
nothing. You
I
see.
can't.
Sex.
Stop.
So
That
I
was
can't
the line?
speak. Can I think it?
Yeah, you can think it.
Can I think it?
He thought it.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
He died.
Silence.
Nothing happened.
Damn it!
It opens. Fuck!
So you guys
Close
have this good up.
Take your hand off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you die.
So you take your hand off, and nothing seems to be wrong with you.
As of yet.
For the time being.
Okay, I'm gonna go look other places. And then
You
door
gonna
just.
tell anybody that this door asked me a question in my head.
No, I'm gonna leave it a surprise.
Alright.
No.
So he just walks up.
And it was like fucking the protagonist visiting the Velvet Room. He was just standing there for a minute. And we're all just like,
he's
what
sitting
the fuck's
there,
up with him?
He's sitting there like thinking for a moment.
Welcome to my Velvet Room.
I realized this would.
And then he like goes off somewhere else in this dust.
And I'm like,
Homie.
Homie.
I go up and I touch
So you
out of pure
like,
curiosity.
land your hand up with the thing.
I
Alright, so you touch it.
die.
And
Beak
like,
explodes.
as you
Like a
No, your head explodes, beak is fine.
I knew it was a prop.
I knew it wasn't part of his real head.
This guy's a phony.
It's like those pictures of if you take a toucan's beak off and there's a man face underneath it. Yeah, it's real bad.
They do that with ducks too.
It's bad. No one likes it. People
so-
like it.
No, they
Some
aligned to
people.
themselves. So,
What's bigger than this?
What is your favorite color?
you hear a voice.
Red. Wrong.
Purple.
You hear
Wrong.
a voice
Chartreuse.
in your
Good.
head
That is actually what I was
that
thinking.
that asks, what is more powerful than steel?
I mean,
Fuel.
lots of things.
As you like go to speak, Nothing.
Jet
I
fuel.
think lots of things.
Nothing.
Danky's wife.
Mithril? Friendship? Love? God?
And,
And boom, your hand is gone.
Faith.
The devil?
and
Myth?
well, yes.
The pen. Because it's mightier than the sword. More wishes.
Okay, that's a stretch.
It's this thing.
Magic?
Abundance.
Faith.
Money?
Abundance.
Faith?
Throwing a lot on this one.
My dick? I don't know.
The door opens.
And then it kills you.
Your dick.
No, it's a trick question. My
Dick door energy.
Her dick.
What?
It's a trick question, you see.
Big
You
dick
know, if
energy.
anyone is actually knowing what you're saying, it's like, what the?
Yeah, Davey's sitting there for a while, just throwing everything at the door.
That black
Okay, careful.
stone that we were. Shut up. That black stone that we blew up. I guess that. Wait, hold on. Stronger than steel. Stronger than steel. Stronger than steel.
Yeah.
Felix.
Dragon steel. Dragon scales.
Perhaps-
Steelix.
Dragon
Perhaps-
tails.
Dragon
Perhaps-
tails. Dragon tails.
Perhaps it's not the material. It's talking about the concept of stealing. So perhaps give.
Giving. The magic of Christmas.
Oh, but, no.
Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Santa
this?
Claus.
What's this?
Santa Claus?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I thought you were gonna say that.
And the door just opens. I can't handle it.
Riddles and apparently
All
they're
right,
unsolvable.
all right, Alex.
I thought they'd be.
Wiley, you push him aside. You put your hand on the door.
No, I don't put my hand on the door. I put my dick right where the hand's on the door.
My hand's still there. Please don't do that.
Please don't put your Staley dick there.
The human spirit?
Oh, God.
Heart.
Close.
Heart.
No.
Soul.
Heart
And soul.
Spirit.
Said spirit.
What is stronger than you said the human spirit was close.
Determination.
Yes.
Determination?
Not Undertale.
I haven't played Undertale.
I need to play that.
Goat Mom?
Open sesame.
Goat Dad.
That which holds us
Okay.
together?
Wait.
Common ground?
If a door could shrug.
The door is not pressed.
Hint?
No hint.
I click the
I
question mark at the top left corner of the screen.
I mean,
I use
look-
strength on the
if
bus
you,
and
if
Mew
you
appears.
look at the door and its motifs,
What does it? What do I see?
it has this
Has
on
a
it.
skull on it?
Resilience.
Or is it death? I don't know. Life?
Well, let's see. Blood?
Blood?
The door opens.
Fuck yeah.
Was that the actual answer?
Yeah,
Yes.
Cool. Guys, I've been on a trip. Yes, in my favorite rocket.
And I turn around like, ooh.
Guys, my brain hurts. Can I take like a 15-25 minute nap?
No.
Give me like 25 minutes.
So,
No.
Davey, you open the door, and
Get
it
on the
opens
floor.
up. And
I need a cigarette.
Just wait.
I need a cigarette. Don't light that in here.
And we all die.
Seems
So you
like
open
there's a
up the
strong
door.
pocket of methane here. Hold on, anybody got a light? What smells like farts? I can't see a thing.
So, what does he do?
So, Davey, you open up the door. After,
Everybody walk the
after a-
dinosaur.
after a very long time of everybody sitting there watching Davey like beat his head against this door,
Welcome to
physically, mentally, and emotionally.
So wait,
Welcome
is that
to
how
my
he gets the
belt.
blood answer? He sees his own blood?
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
blood!
Oh, you're playing against someone who.
Yes!
What are you?
Signs.
Solo?
You open
Yeah.
up the
High
door,
gold plat, yeah.
and
But I'm doing 9 smash.
you
on
open it
my
and
Switch.
see some of those goblin friends that were hiding behind that.
Come on, man. Like, look at
For-
my
for
face
this
now. It's
back
so
pillar?
ridiculous.
Wait, did we go around in a
That's
circle?
ridiculous.
Or are
You're
these
playing with
different
someone who's played
goblins?
for like
No,
a
they're
day.
the same
Probably.
goblins.
I'm so upset.
This passageway
That's
was
so
hidden
mean.
behind
Why would they match me?
that column in the back of the room.
Oh, cool. This was a Dark Souls shortcut. Awesome. I just
Well,
racked
no,
my...
that was the actual entrance into the dungeon, and then you guys made one.
So I went backwards. Cool.
You found the exit, which might be handy.
Baller. I walked the other way.
This is Destiny. We murked the boss before we even had to go through the door.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the boss?
Oh no!
No.
So,
I mean, it wasn't a boss, but it was probably an enemy encounter. He probably wouldn't have been too happy about finding us. He might have stabbed us in the back later. Maybe this is one of those guys that we find in the Bleak Falls Burrow in Skyrim, and he was gonna steal the claw for himself. I don't know if there's a claw. And then
And
then
we
I
just
ate
blew
him,
him up
and then I ate his
before.
pets. I have his knives. I have his knives, and his
Magic.
children are mine now.
Magic, dragon,
What the fuck,
stuff.
I hate having to play.
Me like this.
I always go to that dungeon before I go to Whiterun.
Oh
anymore.
yeah. Because it's like, what's up this mountain? Can I climb this mountain? I can. I did.
See that mountain over in the distance?
Ooh, I
You
made
can
him
go
score.
there.
Yeah.
He's so savvy.
Anywho.
So,
Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur.
So, you've opened the door,
Get on the floor.
and there's the
Everybody
rest of
walk
the
the
hallway that goes. It goes like a good distance back.
I want to. Oh, okay.
Oh, fine.
I was gonna go this way, but I can go another way if that's.
I mean, I
Well,
can do it
there's
first.
only that way.
Listen,
There's only this way.
listen.
Let's go that way then.
Blood is thicker than water, but maple syrup is thicker than blood. So
Unless you're-
Depends. Have you been drinking maple syrup? Therefore, blood is thicker than syrup. We're the reason.
your blood is.
We ruined Denny's.
Well, your blood is basically root beer at this point. A wild Charizard.
I think
Yeah.
with our
In the sky.
entrance,
I think that
we have been streaming for 2 hours. It is 2 o'clock. Shall we continue, or
I need to head back. Finals.
yeah?
You have finals tomorrow?
Today, yes.
Oh, today?
2 of them.
Oof.
Twice.
So I think we might call it for tonight. We did something,
I
Yeah.
opened the door.
and
got
I
on
opened the door.
got on the floor, and everybody walked the dinosaur.
Well, we walked a dinosaur once
Yeah.
in the last campaign.
Oh,
I
music's
killed a
playing.
dinosaur,
I think you
too.
forfeited. Nope.
I
So-
wonder why.
I felt really good about
You're only
killing
winning
that
by
T-Rex.
7.
Thank you all for who showed up to this
Mess.
this interesting mess.
Yay!
That's all
You
our
scored
strengths.
again.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah, but like we got like dungeons right now. No dragons yet. No sign of dragons yet.
yeah.
Dungeons.
Except for me.
They're like
Yeah,
prisons.
He is our obligatory dragon.
Yes.
I'm the token dragon character.
Dungeons. They're like prisons. Dragons.
Really?
Like
we walk into a
dinosaurs.
dungeon and we see a dragon? When you play Chutes and Ladders, do you complain about all the chutes and ladders?
Actually, yes.
You know what?
Please
I
tell me.
fucking do!
Please tell me there was a Dragonborn character in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, and they made a joke where they walked into a dungeon and the dragon said,
Oh no, Dragonborns didn't exist yet. This is when, like, this was just before D&D was seen as satanic.
The cartoon.
Oh, there's a lot of fun D&D history.
"Oh,
Oh,
I'm
there
sure,
is.
because everything
There
that
is.
has involved even the most minute amount of magic or
Let them keep
anything
your
sorcery
secrets.
related has been deemed satanic."
Oh, but the reason.
Fucking Wizards of Waverly Place was probably satanic to someone at some point, somewhere in the world.
Well, they're witches, so.
Yeah.
People used to burn Harry Potter books.
People still burn Harry Potter books.
I love this. Alright, so
Anything
good night,
remotely
everybody.
fantasy is satanic. That's what we've learned here today.
Except they
Sorry,
went pretty
Sarah,
far.
another 30
D&D.
seconds of this
They made a
random
movie.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a
30
book.
seconds of rage.
Of course.
Was that movie Tom Hanks' first movie?
I think so.
What?
What movie?
Wasn't it Mazes and Monsters?
I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a very bad, hardly lit movie that's not really even technically a film. But I think it's a very young Tom Hanks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We need to look it
From
up.
humble beginnings, I suppose.
I mean,
Good night, everyone.
Well, Tom Hanks' first acting job was on The Love Boat. Mazes and Monsters was his third
Okay.
acting job.
still early.
No, yeah,
Well,
for
that
sure.
might have been his first like starring role,
Yes.
which is not really
Then he was on a bad, problematic sitcom.
like all the good stars.
Hey, all gotta start somewhere.
Oh yeah, this is where we start.
Oh.
We're the producers.
And it can
the
only
actors.
go up from here.
Well.
Well.
Oh, sir.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Not until we're doing it from a box on the back alley can we not go any further down.
I don't think we can stream from a box.
Oh, certainly we can. We can just... we
Excuse
can,
me, sir. Can I borrow your Wi-Fi?
as long as that box is outside a Starbucks.
I will advertise for you for coffee and food. Just please. I have like 20 followers. That's like at least a cup of coffee.
I'll spin a sign while I play Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll dress in a dragon suit if I have to, but please.
I'm playing Fortnite in the alleyway.
I'm
It's all that I have.
Is this our closing angle?
Huh?
Is this our closing angle?
Yeah, it's still closing.
Oh, sheesh.
Bye.
Later.
It's
I'm
just
sad.
been so many fun conversations before I hit that button. It's gotta resolve.
Bye,
Same.
I'm sad.
We're all sad.
I love you.